y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a lifestyle favorites, and I'm going to jump right into this because I have a lot. I haven't done one of these in months, and I'm going to start with YouTube. And you guys, a lot of you guys that have channels and YouTube in general, because while there are so many social media platforms that lend themselves to stress and controversy, YouTube doesn't do that for me. I will tell y'all, I've discovered TikTok, and it would be a favorite, and it is. I love it. I love TikTok, and I highly recommend it if you can stay on positive things like the comedians and cooking tips and fitness. But I always get wrapped up in really controversial high emotion type stuff. So I can't really recommend it if you are like myself. I have to ration myself on it. Instagram has a lot of positivity. A lot of you girls have good positive stuff on there. But I have to be careful with Instagram because when I scroll Instagram, I can get stressed. Not so with YouTube. I always leave happier. And it doesn't matter really what kind of video it is. It can be beauty, skincare, or Christian, or cooking. I'm going to leave happier almost every single time. So YouTube is a big favorite. And then my next two also are really good for stress. The first one of those is this game. It's called Block Puzzle. It's just a very basic game of getting rid of blocks, rows of blocks. Every time you get rid of a row, it disappears, or this way, horizontal or vertical. It gets rid of that row and you get points. It's a very simple, it's also mindless. It takes my mind off every other thing that might be stressing me out. But it's not so addicting that I will sit there and lose a day on it. Like on TikTok, where I'll lose 5 hours before I know it. No, I can sit down and play this for 10 minutes. If I'm stressed, I've been using it that way. If I get stressed, I'll just turn it on and play it for 5 minutes. Empties my head out, and I find it very entertaining. It's called Block Puzzle, and that's what it looks like, and you just download it on your phone. And, past games like Candy Crush, Angry Birds, there's been a bunch that I have gotten so addicted to, I lose time on it. Not this. This is great. It's great while I'm watching shows or if I just have a break in my day. I love it. Okay, and then my next three are going to be vlogs. And this first one is right over here. I'm going to take you over here. Heard about this from Ellis for Living, and it's a puzzle caddy. What I love about this is I can start a puzzle. I take it out here onto my table. I can start a puzzle. I could do it actually over on my bed at night. You do it anywhere. But then when you're done, you put it up. You don't have to have a place in your house that's dedicated to a puzzle. You don't have to leave it out in the main part of your house. This is one of the finds of the year. So I'm going to take you over here, and then I'm going to take you in my bathroom and show you a couple of things. So let's go on over here. So here's the puzzle caddy, and this is how you put it up. It's got 2 Velcro edges and 1 in the middle. And then when you open it, it looks like that. These 2 little pads come off. These are your loose pieces that you haven't done yet. And you move it over to the edge. Sorry, I have y'all on a tripod so I can maneuver. This one goes on the other end. And then here is where you're working your puzzle. It is genius. I love it so much because I can do it anytime I want to. And then put it up and I slide it. Hold on, I'm going to carry you down here. I slide it down here underneath that chest right there. It goes underneath that very neatly. And then when I'm ready for it, I come over here and get it back out. Okay, then when you're done, your little top pads go right here, fold up, secure, and slide it back under the chest. Anyway, the only downfall of this is that I forget I have a puzzle going. And so I started this puzzle about 2 months ago. I haven't gotten very far. So I need to remember it's under there, but I love this. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring you into my bathroom and show you this little magnet on a wall. And what it's stuck to is a nail underneath the surface of my wall, which would be in a stud. This is a stud finding hack, and I accidentally found this hack on YouTube. So helpful because I don't have a stud finder. I think I do, I just don't know how to use it. I do not trust the knocking system. I do not trust that. I don't trust myself to know the difference on walls or watermelons. But if each stud has a nail in it, you can find that nail with a good strong magnet, and that's what this is. It's a good strong magnet. It's not always the easiest to find the studs. Let's see if we can find one up here. I think there's 6 feet between studs. Okay, I can't. See, it's hard to find it sometimes, but hold on. Let me find my stud again. There it is. It takes a while. So grab a magnet, and you can find any stud in your house with some patience. Okay, and then my next one is in my closet, and it's down here on the war room side of my closet, my little prayer room. And what is in my favorites this month are these amazing little stools. I got them from a company on Etsy called Eastabrooks. Y'all, these are such good quality, made out of real pieces of good thick wood. They are perfect, and you can get them in 8, 10, 12 inch, and probably taller. But I've got 8, 10, and 12, and what I use these for, well, one of them, I have my little lectern on, and that's the perfect height when I don't have my contacts on to read my Bible. And then on that one, I've got my lights. Those are little lights that I have in here. And then over here, I usually have that stack of Bibles on this one and back in that corner. I love these, and I'm showing them in the regular segment of my lifestyle because, you know, they're mostly perfect for kids or just to have cute stools in your house and maybe put, you know, flowers or whatever if you need a pedestal of some kind. You can get them in different colors. You can get them in red, yellow, black, probably white. I think there's like an antique green, and you can get them distressed or not. So excellent quality on those stools, and I love them. Okay, and my next one, I'm going to have to put a picture up of this next one because all I have is a little empty container of the most delicious cake. If you are gluten-free, and if you're not, have y'all heard of Nothing Bundt Cakes? Okay, Nothing Bundt Cakes have delicious regular cakes. They also have these little buntlets in gluten-free, and they are to die for. They are as moist as any cake you could ever eat. You would never know the difference. No one would ever know the difference. And I think the only flavor they have in this, it's like a vanilla with tiny chocolate chips in it. And then it's got the icing. Y'all, this is so delicious. It is well worth the cheat. It was really worth it. And then when I looked it up, y'all, to do my calories, 410 calories for a whole cake. And I'm going to put a picture right here. It's a good size. It's like a, you know, like a good size. I would have guessed 800 to 900 calories or even 1,000. 410. So I'm going to make that, you know, my occasional splurge. So this was delicious. And then I have 2 other things that were just in a food vlog, but you might not watch food vlogs. If you saw it, I'll put a skip ahead time, but I have 2 things from that food vlog in my favorites. And the first one is Melissa55s delicious maple Brussels sprouts. And she's going to think I'm obsessed with them, and she's right. I am. They're so good. I'm going to link her video down below. She shows how she makes it. It is, you brown some bacon, cook some bacon, stirring it around. Then you put in nuts and you toast those. I use pecans. She said she sometimes does too, or walnuts. I think walnuts. And you toast those around. Then you put in your Brussels sprouts, and then you pour maple syrup in them. And it is such a treat, I cannot even tell you. I eat them on top of candied carrots, and I just showed that in a food vlog. I'll link down below. It is delicious. It's not overly sweet, but just enough. And if you put them on candied carrots, it's almost a treat like sweet potato casserole or something like that. But you've got that good green in there. Delicious. And then the other one, I'm going to link Melissa's video down below and my food vlog. The other one is a cauliflower casserole that I just had in that food vlog. Well, I wanted to tell you, the first time I ate it, I wasn't that blown away with it. It's okay. It was all right. It was a little watery, but leftover, it is a delicious treat. So that cauliflower casserole, I will link that down below, is a big hit. And what I do with both of those, the Brussels sprouts and that cauliflower casserole, I make for a whole family, and I'm the only one that eats it. So I eat it all week. Melissa's Brussels sprouts, I make 2 big bags because I can eat that all week and it stays delicious. Same with that cauliflower casserole. So you're not cooking it all the time. So anyway, those were both big hits. I'm loving my veggies. Okay, my next several are going to be shows that I have found that are so good. Highly recommend. Hold on. Okay, let me see what the first one we're going to talk about is. Okay, we'll start with the show Innocent. And this is on Sundance. And I believe I can watch Sundance on Prime, maybe. I think that's how I found it. But it's called Innocent. That's what it looks like if you're looking for it. It's got 2 seasons so far, and they were both excellent. The premise of the whole show is every season somebody different is getting out of prison, having served their prison sentence. They were found guilty, and then they are let out on a technicality, or maybe they just served their time. And when they get out, you watch the re-investigation. They re-investigate it. And then you've got the person that's already served the time, that drama. You go back into the whole case. Y'all, these shows are, both seasons were excellent. Okay, and then another show is called Absentia. And this stars the girl from Castle. This one's excellent too. Okay, and this is what this one is about. The series tells the story of FBI Special Agent Emily Byrne, who disappears without a trace while hunting one of Boston's most notorious serial killers, and she is declared dead in absentia. 6 years later, 6 years, 6 years later, she is found in a cabin in the woods, barely alive and with no memory of the years that she was missing. She returns home to learn that her husband has remarried and her son is being raised by the new wife. And she soon finds herself implicated in a new series of murders. Starring Stana Katic from Castle, the lead in Castle. That one is excellent too. Now, I will tell you, I like season 1 better than season 2. But there are 4 seasons, so I'm going to go back to season 2. But season 1 was excellent of that. Okay, and then the rest of these are going to be spiritual favorites. So if you are not spiritual, you can click off, but thank you so much for coming and visiting my channel. And I'm going to jump right into a couple of spiritual favorites. And the first one is a devotional, and it's by Andrew Murray, who, when I bought this, I did not know who he was, but he is a classic. Since I read this, I've gotten several of his other books, and I love them all. This is called Teach Me to Pray, and it is a devotional. I loved this so much, I was going to reorder it so I can read this all the time. It's ongoing, constant. I will just read it over and over. And I found it in leather. Now, I cannot find this one again, but I have found this in white. It's not the blue, but I have found, with this, the little harlequins and the white. I'm going to link this down below. It is a deep Goes pretty deep. It always really speaks to me, but short and easy to follow. So I love Teach Me to Pray. I'm on my second time through this one. Okay, my next spiritual favorite is a music channel I just found on Spotify. And what I love about this is it is Christian music, but it is upbeat and it's as motivating for my workouts as regular top 40 music. I will tell you, I've been on the hunt for this for a while. Upbeat, cardio, Christian type music, so I can listen to something really positive while I get my workout in. And Christian music just usually does not work for that for me, but this one does. And I just found this today. Hold on. And my workout was so good with it. I wanted to show it to you. Hold on. That's it. It's called Praise Songs with the Upward Pointing Finger by Yvette Sampang on Spotify. So just do a search for this, or down below, if you will click on my Spotify playlists, you can find it on my Spotify. So anyway, I love the praise music on this. It is, kind of hard, a good hard beat that makes me really want to push. This, I got such a good sweat with this. It just wasn't the usual Christian music that just kind of makes me go, really, I can't work out to this. It's very uplifting, but I can't really work out to it until this. I love this playlist. And then my last spiritual favorites are some Bibles. And the first one is this NIV, and I love it for the size. I think they call this a personal size. I bought it for my husband last Christmas and loved it so much, I bought one for myself. And I keep this in my car. Now, this is the NIV, and I find the NIV, New International Version, to be very easy to follow. And I love the NIV. This was one of my dad's favorite versions that he introduced me to a long time ago. And so it's just very special to me. It's a special version to me. So I love this, and I love the size of this. Another Bible, though, that I'm really growing to love a lot is the New Living Translation. Now, the New Living Translation is even easier to understand than the NIV. I would say it is more informal than the NIV, definitely more informal than New American Standard, or definitely King James, because they all are. But I am loving the New Living Translation. And the reason I tried this was because of Ella's for Living. She loved this version. And I was like, I've got to try that. If Ella likes it, I have to try it. And I fell in love with it so much. I went and bought several copies. I have one in my prayer room. I have one on my bed. I'll tell you what I'm loving this for. Right now, I am really studying the prophets. And if you've ever studied the prophets are not easy. And this language is so user-friendly, but not so casual that you feel like you're losing anything. So anyway, I love my NLT. The phrasing of it flows so beautifully. So anyway, I love my NLT, and if you are still with me, this is going to be a giveaway. I'm going to do another Bible giveaway. I'm going to give you your choice. If you are entering this giveaway, you can pick the black, which looks exactly like this, and I will get large print if you want large print. I love the large print. I've just kind of graduated up to that. Or this blue one, like that. So you pick blue or black. And to enter this giveaway, I want you to tell me up to this point, what is your favorite translation and why? I would love to know. I probably have it. I am at this point collecting Bibles. And then I don't want to leave my out of the country people out of this. I will tell you, I just tried to send a Bible to South Africa. It was gone for 6 months, went all around the world, and came back to me. It never got where it was going. So the only thing I know to do is to let you buy it and then I'll Venmo you and reimburse you up to $80 because that would be the most I would spend here. So if you're out of the country and you win it, you're going to have to buy it yourself and I will reimburse you. If you are in the United States, it'll be fine. We'll just do it the normal way. I will ship it to you normal. But if you're out of the country, you can spend up to $80 and I will Venmo you to reimburse you because I don't want to leave y'all out of it. So anyway, good luck to the people who enter. Tell us your favorite version and why it's your favorite version, and that's all I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.